Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be all about this granny square, and I'll be working 4 rounds for this, and I'm using 4 different colors for this tutorial. I'm also going to be using a size 4.5mm hook, so let's begin. So I'm going to start with a slip knot. So make your slip knots just like that. Then I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then I'm going to attach this to the first chain I made. So I'm just going to insert my hook there, then drag a loop from behind and pass it through that chain, then pass it again through the chain that was previously on the hook. Attaching it like this would create a hole in the middle. Then I'm just going to chain 3. So 3 chains, and this 3 chains stands as a double crochet stitch, and then I'm going to go ahead and add 15 double crochet stitches into that hole, that circle in the middle that have been created by attaching the chains together. So 15 double crochet stitches into that hole. So go ahead and place 15 double crochet stitches into the hole, and I'll come back to tell you what to do next when I have my 15 double crochet stitches done. So I'm done making my 15 double crochet stitches, and I'm just going to count to be sure. So when I count all the stitches, I should have 16 stitches right now. That means plus the 3 chains that we made from the beginning and the 15 double crochet stitches. That means we have 16 double crochet stitches. Next, I'm going to attach together. So I'm going to attach the circle. I'm just going to go into the top of the chain 3 that I made, then drag a loop from behind and then drag it through the loop that was already on the hook. Next thing, I'm going to chain 1. Then I'm going to cut my yarn here. So this is where I'm going to change color. So I'm done with this part. This is round 1 and I am done with it now. So for round 2, I'm going to switch to the color yellow. So I just pick my yellow yarn, make a slip knot, and I'm going to attach it to the round 1. So notice how I am not going to attach it to where we attach the round 1 together, just so that it's not going to be obvious that the part where we are attaching. So I'm just going to insert my hook there, then put the yellow yarn into the hook, drag it out just like that. Then I'm going to chain 3. Also, you can attach your round 2 yarn anywhere at all in the round 1. Just avoid where we close the round 1. This is so that we don't have a defined attachment. So we're working on the yellow part now, which is a seed stitch. So I'm going to start working on the seed stitch now. So yarn over and into that part where your chain 3 is coming from, insert your hook and drag a loop from behind. So yarn over again and into that same space, insert your hook and drag a loop from behind. Then yarn over the 3rd time and into that same space, insert your hook and drag a loop from behind. Then yarn over and pull through all of the loop you have on the hook. And after that, you're going to chain 1. So that's the seed stitch. And that's basically all we'll be doing for this round. So yarn over and go into the next stitch. Insert your hook, drag a loop from behind, yarn over again, insert your hook into the same space, drag a loop from behind, yarn over again, insert your hook into that very same space again, drag a loop from behind. Then this is what you'd have, yarn over and then pull through all of the loop you have on the hook, then yarn over and chain 1. So again, yarn over into the next stitch, insert your hook, drag a loop from behind, yarn over, insert, drag a loop from behind, yarn over again, insert, drag a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through all the loops you have on the hook, and then chain 1. So next, yarn over, insert your hook, drag a loop from behind, yarn over, insert your hook again into the same space, drag a loop from behind, yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, drag a loop from behind, yarn over, and pull through all the loops you have on the hook. Then chain 1, and then you're going to go to the next stitch and do the same thing, and then you're going to do the same thing throughout this round. So you're just going to be working the seed stitch throughout this round. So you're yarning over and dragging a loop from behind 3 times. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through all the loops you have on the hook, then chain 1 and move right to the next stitch and do the same thing. So I am at the last stitch now for this round, and I'm just going to place my last seed stitch there, and when I'm done with this round I should have 16 seed stitches. So remember, we had 16 stitches from before, so for this next round we should have 16 seed stitches. So we've placed 16 seed stitches into the 16 double crochet stitches we had from the stage 1. Next thing, we're going to attach this round, so we're going to close up this round with a slip stitch, just like that. Then I'm going to chain 1 and then cut my yarn. So I'm done with the round 2 now. So now we're going to move to the round 3. So this is what the project is looking like after finishing my round 2. Moving on to round 3, I'm going to switch colors to white. So I'm just going to pick my white color and make a slip knot just like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and attach this white to my project. So I'm going to skip the first 3 stitches. This is because I do not want to have a defined part where we'll have the attachment, and that's why I'm skipping where we did the attachment. Then I'm just going to insert my hook so into the chain 1 space. Then I'm going to insert my hook into the hook again, then drag it out and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And for this part we're going to be making double crochet stitches together, and this chain 3 stands as a double crochet stitch. So yarn over and go into that same space that your chain 3 is coming from, insert your hook, drag a loop from behind. Okay, then you're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. So you'd have 2 loops. Then you're going to yarn over again, insert your hook into that same space, drag a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. So you'd have 3 loops on the hook. Then yarn over again, insert your hook into that same space, drag a loop from behind, then yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. And now you'd have 4 loops on the hook. So you're just going to yarn over now and pull through all the 4 loops you have on the hook. Then you're going to chain 2. 1 and 2. So you're just going to move on to the next chain 1 space now. Insert your hook. So for this round we're just going to be working into all of the chain 1 spaces that we have from the previous round. So insert your hook, drag a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through the first 2. So you'd have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, insert your hook again, drag a loop from behind and pull through the first 2. And now you'd have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over again, insert your hook, then drag a loop from behind and pull through 2, and now you'd have 4 loops on the hook. So yarn over again, and you see that you've placed 3 stitches. Insert your hook into that same space, drag a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through the first 2, and now you'd have 5 loops on the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then yarn over and pull through all the 5 loops, then chain 2. So the reason why we placed more stitches into that part is because, like I told you, the chain 3 that we made from the beginning already stands as a double crochet stitch. So next, we're going to go to the next space, insert our hook, drag a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. So you have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over again, insert your hook there, grab a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. So you'd have 3 loops on the hook, insert your hook again, drag a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, and now you'd have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over again, insert your hook, drag a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, and then you'd have 5 loops on the hook. Now 1 2 3 4 5. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through all the 5 loops you have on the hook, then chain 2, 1 and 2. And so this is how we're going to be making 4 double crochet stitches together. So moving on to the next stitch, I'm just holding my yarn like this so that I would kind of stitch it inside. So I'm moving to the next stitch now, and I'm going to place my 4 double crochet stitches together again, yarn over, enter into that space, drag a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook again, drag a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over again, insert your hook into that same space, drag a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, and one last time, drag a loop from behind, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and then you should have 5 loops on the hook. Now yarn over and pull through all the 5 loops, then chain 2. One more time, yarn over and into the next space, insert your hook, drag a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over again, insert into that very same space, drag a loop from behind, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook again, drag a loop from behind, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook, drag a loop, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops until you have 5 loops on the hook. Then you're just going to yarn over and pull through all the 5 loops, then chain 2 and move right into the next space and do the same thing. So you're just going to continue doing this exact same thing for the whole of this round 3, and I'm going to go offline to complete mine. So you can feel free to pause the video at any time or go back to see how I am doing this 4 double crochet stitches together until you totally understand what's going on here. So you're going to repeat this for all of the spaces you have until you get to the end of the round where we are going to close. So continue like this until you get to the other part where I'll come back to tell you what to do next. And so I have come to the end, and I'm just going to place my last 4 double crochet stitches together there. So this is my last one, and I'm just going to chain 2, and I'll go to the top of that very first one we made and attach my round together. So this is where I'm just going to close my round with a slip stitch, then chain 1, and I'm going to cut. Then this is where I'm going to change to the pink yarn for the round 4. So make a slip knot. So grab your new yarn and make a slip knot, and this is the round where I'm going to be making the corners. So this is a round where we turn our round project into a square shape. So I'm just going to pick up my project, and from where I attach, I'm going to count 6 stitches backward, and this is where I'm going to start working from. So I'm going to count 6 stitches back, insert my hook there, insert my new yarn into the hook and drag it out. So this is me attaching my new yarn. Next thing, I am going to chain 4 because I'll be working the treble crochet stitch right now. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these 4 chains stands as a treble crochet stitch, and I'm going to go ahead and place 2 more treble crochet stitches into the very same space. So yarn over once, yarn over again twice, insert your hook into that space, drag a loop from behind. So now you would have 4 loops on the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. So you have 3 loops now. Yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops, and now you have 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. So yarn over twice again, 1, yarn over again, then go into that very same space, drag a loop from behind. So you have 4 loops on the hook now. So yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, and then you'd have 3. Yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops. So now you have 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops on the hook. And so we've done 3 treble crochet stitches into that space. Remember, I said the chain 4 from the beginning stands as a treble crochet stitch. Next thing, into the next space, I'm going to make 3 double crochet stitches. So the first double crochet stitch, another double crochet stitch into that very same space, and then a third double crochet stitch into that very same space. So 3 double crochet stitches into that space, and into the next space I'm going to make 3 half double crochet stitches. So yarn over, insert your hook into that space, drag a loop from behind. So you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops you have on the hook. So another half double crochet stitch into that very same space, and another half double crochet stitch into the same space again. Then you're going to go into the next space and place 3 double crochet stitches there. So the first double crochet stitch, the second double crochet stitch, and the third double crochet stitch. Then into the next space we're going to place 3 treble crochet stitches. So this is it: 3 treble crochet stitches, 3 double crochet stitches, 3 half double crochet stitches, and then again we did 3 double crochet stitches. And into the next stitch, into the next space, we're going to make 3 treble crochet stitches. So make the treble crochet stitches just the way I showed you the first time. So make 3 treble crochet stitches into that space, the second one, and the third one. And then you're going to chain 3 after doing this. So 1, 2, and 3. And after chaining 3, you're going to place 3 more treble crochet stitches into that very same space. So the first one, the second one, and the third one. So now we have 6 treble crochet stitches into that space. So we did 3 treble crochet stitches, chain 3, and 3 treble crochet stitches again into that space, and we've created just 1 corner. So this is exactly what we just did. We just created a corner, and we're going to continue. So into the next chain, into the next space, we're going to make 3 double crochet stitches. 2 and 3 and so this is what we have now. So into the next space we're going to make 3 half double crochet stitches. And then into the next space we're going to make 3 double crochet stitches. And then into the next space, so this is what we have now. So into the next space we're going to make 3 treble crochet stitches, chain 3 and 3 treble crochet stitches again into that space. The second treble crochet stitch, the third treble crochet stitch, chain 3, 1 2 3, and then you're going to go ahead and place 3 more treble crochet stitches into that same space. So that's the first one, the second one, and the third treble crochet stitch. So this is my other corner. Then I'm going to place 3 double crochet stitches into the next space, second double crochet stitch and the third double crochet stitch, and into the next space what comes next is 3 half double crochet stitches, 2 and 3, and then into the next space 3 double crochet stitches, 1 2, and the third double crochet stitch. Then into the next space again we're going to make 3 treble crochet stitches, chain 3 and 3 treble crochet stitches. And that is the third corner. So we're going to go into the next space and place 3 double crochet stitches. So 3 double crochet stitches into the next space, this one, and into the next space 3 half double crochet stitches. And into the next space 3 double crochet stitches. So remember, for every corner we did 3 treble crochet stitch, chain 3 and 3 treble crochet stitches again, and we already have 3 treble crochet stitches for this corner. So I'm just going to go into that space there and make 3 treble crochet stitches to complete the treble crochet stitches for this last corner. So this is where we started from, and to complete it I'm just going to make 3 treble crochet stitches into that space. All right, so go ahead and I'm going to place my last treble crochet stitch. then I'm going to chain 3. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to close this round by attaching it to the top of the chain 4 that we started with. So I'm attaching it with a slip stitch just like that, chain 1, and I'm just going to cut. And that's it, guys. The granny square is all done. I hope you like this video, and I hope you'd be able to follow it to create your own granny square. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.